Hello and welcome to my channel Havoc Mist. I hope everyone on the Horde Alliance is doing good today on this fine Saturday afternoon. I have just started this channel and I have been meaning to do this for years and years, but I've never actually bothered my backside. Pleased to meet you. I am Corentine. I am playing a Windwalker Monk, and I have boosted this character with the Battle for Azeroth 110 boost after shortly unlocking the Nightfallen race from Suramar. Took me some time as I didn't finish all of the quests for Suramar at the time. I just did it for the Lore Walker's achievement to get the flying amount at the time. I am loving this class. This is absolutely fantastic. I was told a long time ago to check this out. I was playing a Blood DK at the start of the expansion, and I left it behind on another server to join a guild on this server. I said, I'll try something new. Played a little bit of the Elemental Shaman. Much to my discomfort, I wasn't very happy with it playing on a Ranger in the Elemental Shaman. Briefly tried Enhancement. I didn't click with it. I didn't like it. It just felt like, it didn't feel right. So I said, okay, I'll go and try something else. Tried Demon Hunter. Awesome class. My brother plays that. He's gonna be adding some of this stuff to this channel as well. And we can all compare and stuff like that. I'm just doing a quick one today because I want to get the channel sorted out and start to get it started, and get you guys all kind of invested in this channel because I really want to start making this something big. And it'd be great to get you guys your opinion and stuff like that. I am in a guild called Foolhardy, so anyone hit us up on Tarren Mail anytime, just hop in. We are a social, friendly, operated guild, and we love doing raiding and PvP fun days and mythic pluses and all the fun stuff that World of Warcraft can bring to the table. Now, I'm bringing it back to the Windwalker Monk. Jesus, this is just really something. Blizzard, thank you so much for making this class. It is absolutely just the epitome of melee DPS. Now, not to say that other classes aren't as good. This is just so fun to play. God damn, it's just the best. I will just run through some quick stuff with you. I haven't been playing this for a very long time, so all you YouTubers out there, don't eat me alive by tear me to pieces, because I've only done some little bits and pieces here and there. Pulled some stuff from Bellular, pulled some stuff from Preach, and some other people that I've been actually just playing with on the server with me. So here we go. I'm just going to run through some talents, actually, I think. So here we go, Windwalker. That's good talents, right? This is just a really, really fun class to play. So and there's loads of different kind of things you can do with it as well. You can move around, different talents for different kind of setups and spells. Before we go into that, actually, if I go to the character sheet and look at the mastery, right? Mastery is the biggest part of the Windwalker Monk. It's just so. It's not intricate. It's fun to play and it just makes sense. Okay, and it's not actually that hard to get once you've actually just invested some time in it. I'm still working on the Brewmaster and the Mistweaver. I need to spend some more time on the Brewmaster, but I'm just getting right around this Windwalker spec before I move on. I'm going to be maining this class all the way through Battle for Azeroth and just working with it and putting some a lot of effort into this class over the next couple of years. Because I love it so much. I'll probably have some alts here and there. I'll just jump in every now and then. I do plan on having a warrior at some point because Arms looks absolutely sick. I can't wait to have a go at that, just as a kind of a side spec. But anyway, getting sidetracked here. So mastery. Okay, so your abilities deal 40% damage when they are not a repeat of the previous ability. So if I go to the target dummy, just over here. Where are we here now? This is the Raiders. This is the Dungeoneers training bank. Okay, so if I hit a Tiger Palm, right? Okay, hit combo appears here on the screen. I hit a blackout kick. Hit combo goes to 2. I hit a rising sun kick, goes to 3. Another Tiger Palm, 4. Right, and then blackout kick again, and then another Tiger Palm, and then Fists of Fury. Let's see, throw in that there as well. Now this isn't exactly the rotation that it should be using, but if I go do a Tiger Palm, and do another Tiger Palm again. Now, that hit combo is gone, so we've lost your ability to deal 40% more damage. That's a serious amount of damage. You need to keep that up all the time. So it's just a matter of keeping just keeping in your head what spell you used last. Right, and for some players that's actually going to be really, really fun, because especially for me, it's I used to go tired of fishing for procs and spamming the same move over and over, and that can happen to a lot of classes, especially when I was playing the Elemental Shaman. I was playing the fishing part of the spec. I wasn't playing Lightning Rod. I was playing the other one as well, and it just kind of, I grew so tired of it. Just kind of waiting, just trying to get as much procs in there to get that level percent. Now, not knocking the Shaman. It's a great class, and it is a fantastic healer. Just love it, and the fact that it has Bloodlust as well. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that. Now, obviously, you should open your moves with your rotation with Stormheart and Fire, because that creates 2 copies of yourself for 15 seconds, and that will do. It basically matches everything that you do. So if I show you this here now, Stormheart and Fire, right? And if I go for Tiger Palm's there. Going to do a Rising Sun kick. They're just copying everything I'm doing. And that's 15 seconds. And the amount of damage you can get out during that. Here we go. Oh man, so freaking cool. Like why would you ever turn your back on such an amazing class? Yeah, fair enough, you can't see their weapons and they don't have a big ass sword, but man, I really, really do think that people should give this a shot. This is just the best thing ever about this game. Now, my brother will probably disagree. He thinks the Demon Hunter is just insanely fun to play as well. They'll probably say, heard this kind of, it's going to get 3 buttons to blah, blah, blah. But if you just like playing a class and you like playing something, you should always just go for it and always just really attain to be the best at that. So, and this is something that I didn't actually do over the last couple of years. I kind of just faffed around and changed characters here and there. So I just think that I should just definitely just go for this time round and just share this experience with you. This is this patch 7.735 on Legion, so we're at the end, right? And I decided now is the time for me to get invested in the YouTube community, because I haven't done it for years and I really, really, really want to do it now. Okay, so back to the talents. Okay, so if we at level 15, you get Chi Burst, Eye the Tiger, and Chi Wave. Okay, so Chi Burst hurls a torrent of Chi energy up to 40 yards forward, dealing that amount of 300,000 damage, nature damage to all enemies in front. Now, and healing the monk, right? This is fun. This is a fun move. You can use that, but most monks wouldn't say to use it. Okay, you can always, it's kind of the dud one to 15. I don't personally use. I use Chi Wave because you can use Chi Wave to add into your hit combo, like so. So if I hit Chi Wave, right, hit combo, and then you can it gives you 2 down here. So it's like if you run out of Chi or energy, where are we going here? Yeah, so you can still use Chi Wave, right? And you can add that into your hit combo and not lose out. I have to stand there just auto attacking for a while. Back to Tiger Palm also applies either target dealing extra damage to the enemy and healing the monk back. Okay, so that's a really nice talent to have when you're leveling. Okay, but when you're at max level, I think Chi Wave is always the best one to take because it does more damage and bounces up to 7 targets in 25 yards. So it does a lot of damage in comparison to these ones here. Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on that. You guys, you big dogs out there on YouTube, would probably just say to me, "No, you should probably it's probably situational. You should probably just do something different here and there." But and I totally agree with that. I get it. But like, I kind of set myself into a role, and I kind of go roll with it from there. I'll change it around if it becomes redundant. But Chi Wave, since I started playing this, I've just Belilar and Preach. These you guys, you definitely recommended this Chi Wave move, and has got me started going on the Windwalker quite a bit. Like in respect to those 3 talents, it's obviously the best one. So we'll move on then when we go to level 30. So Chi Torpedo is a really, really nice thing to have. So you can actually that turns your roll into a torpedo, which is actually, you can get so much speed across, and it gives you speed boost as well. And then you can go flying serpent kick and go back as well. So the amount of mobility that this class has is actually insane. right? So torpedoes you forward a long distance, increases your movement speed for 30% for 10 seconds. Okay, so that's really, really nice for tanking. I have that on my Brewmaster spec. I use Tiger's Lust because you can apply Tiger's Lust to not only yourself, but a friendly target as well. So let's say you're in a PvP arena and your buddy has a flag, and you're in Twin Peaks, and you want to give him some extra speed for a couple, and it removes all. Let's say he's snared as well. You want to remove all that, and you want to get him to get out of there as fast as possible. It helps for that as well. And also, if you're in a group or a Mythic Plus dungeon or a raid, and your tank needs some extra speed to get over and get and tag some adds and bring them back into a group, this is a great way of doing that as well, because you can add it in Tiger's Lust, and you can basically it shows that you are a stronger player. And you can actually just, if you can just pop that in there and go, hey buddy, you need that bit of extra speed, yeah, cool, deadly. Just drop that in there. Tiger's Lust. Awesome. Celerity reduces the cooldown of roll by 5 seconds and increases an extra charge. That's really, really good for leveling as well. I didn't level this character, but I did actually have one up to level 20 when I started for it. Just give it a little go. But then, I have an older brother who has a monk as well. I said celerity, great for leveling if you're out in the open world. Really good for getting mobilizing around. Energizing elixir. Chug an energizing elixir, refilling all your energy and chi. This is it's deadly, right? So if you're low on chi and you want to get some blasts, some more moves out, cool. You can refill that, and it's got a 1 minute cooldown, instant cast, so you can replenish your stats back up and get back into the thing. It's especially good if you screw up your hit combo and you want to start fresh again. Moving on to Ascension, which I use, increases your maximum chi by 1 and your energy regeneration by 10%. So the Windwalker is quite a fast paced DPS spec, so it's always nice to have that extra energy regeneration, and especially if you want to get that extra bit of chi in. It's nice if you have a chi wave as well. So yeah, these two here. Okay, I'm going to move quickly through these. Leg sweep is the one you should always take. It's a stun and an interrupt. So it's a stun. Sorry, it's a stun, right? Okay, but it can work as an interrupt as well, obviously for adds. Because you have Spearhand Strike as well, so jabs the target and throw it, interrupting spell casting, preventing any spell. So that's an interrupt for 4 seconds. But if you have leg sweep as well, this is incredibly good for Mythic Plus and in heroic dungeons when you're starting an expansion or any expansion. You always have that extra bit of interrupts that are going on there as well. So it's a highly mobile and hugely it is a hugely important kind of move for the monk to have. So if that's your leg sweep there, right? And you also have your spearhand strike. You can move while using leg sweep, so you can move yourself into adds. Like, so let's say something moves slightly during a fight, you can actually just push yourself out and then into that, and you can get an interrupt in. I just think it's amazing. It's just, everyone should use it. I think it's just so cool. Moving on. So from a ring of peace at the target location for 8 seconds, enemies that enter will be ejected from the ring. So that's actually pretty good for leveling as well. So if you have a lot of mobs coming in on you and you don't want to die, bang, 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 they push you off, and you can get some, extra time to adapt to the situation and get back into the fight. This Black Ox statue, this is an interesting one. It summons a Black Ox statue at the target location for 15 minutes, pulsing threat to all enemies within 30 yards. You may cast Provoke on the statue to taunt all enemies near the statue. So that will so basically it creates threat, and you can provoke those. You can send adds to the statue, essentially. So it pulls a lot of that extra. If you have a lot of adds around, you might pull some of them off you, and you're going to die. Put the statue down. Right, that's a nice thing as well. That's cool for leveling. Especially if you're leveling on your own, and you don't have another DPS or tank with you. It's nice to have that. Okay, so healing elixir is for level 75. Drink a healing elixir, healing you for 15% of your maximum health, and it has 2 charges. So healing elixir will automatically trigger if you drop below 35% as well, and a charge is available. So you get below 35% health, you'll get 15% health back. Right, and if you get hit again, you can then go for another one then as well. So you can just go pop another one of these bad boys in, and away you go. So it's like, where am I now? Yep. Yeah, so a little bit of lag there. So 2 charges there, so she just drinks that there in the middle of combat, and you can drink it outside of combat too. Okay, so diffuse magic reduces magic taken damage you take by 60% for 6 seconds, and transfers all currently active harmful magic effects on you back to the original caster if possible. So it's basically like a spell reflect. So you can if magic taken is you can transfer all that extra stuff back to the caster, which is a lot of damage. So let's say it's a very heavy hit, like let's say it's a chaos bolt or something like that. 60% of that damage. Dampen harm, which is an interesting one as well, reduces all damage you take by 20% to 50% for 10 seconds, with larger attacks being reduced by more. Okay, so it reduces all damage you take by 20% and 50% for 10 seconds, with larger attacks being reduced by more. So like it's situational amount of damage you're taking in there. I always take healing elixir because of the fact that you can just heal yourself back up. It's far more simple, and for a person like me who's actually just started playing the monk, you can actually it's just far more comfortable to use. Okay, so these next one here. So rushing jade wind summons a whirling tornado around you for level 90, causing 400,000 damage over 5 seconds to enemies within 8 yards. Applies mark of the crane up to 2 nearby targets. Okay, so that's really good, but I prefer a hit combo. Right, because each successive attack triggers combo strikes in a row and grants 2% increased damage, stacking up 6 times. So that's your mastery works with the hit combo. It's so cool. That's what I was saying to you about the hit combo. So over here, right? So that's stacking up, right? And that's doing extra damage for every stack. Okay, so strikes stacking up 6 times. So that's 2% for every stack. So sweet. I really just think that's just so much fun. Let me know if you agree. And let me know how I'm getting on, guys, as well, because this is my very first video for YouTube, and I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous. So let's get back onto the final talents then. Okay, so when I started playing first, these guys, on other channels on YouTube and stuff, they say that this is just absolutely redundant. But I'll go through it anyway. Every 5 seconds, an orb of energy forms and rotates around you until it impacts an enemy, dealing 100,000 damage to all nearby enemies. It's fun. Okay, it looks cool. It's just a little kind of orbity thing. Where are we at? Go into the spellbook. Gee, Orbit, where are you, friend? Where did you go? It's a passive. Ah, there we go. Look. Here's me getting totally noobed out here. It's a passive, so this guy, it's actually around me right now. So, I get myself into combat.
Can I help you?
Some extra damage there. Some extra damage. But it's not all that interesting. Especially when you can't have your Whirling Dragon Punch. So, get myself a combat. So put this back in here, right? The Whirling Dragon Punch performs a devastating whirlwind upward strike, dealing 1,000,000 damage to all nearby enemies. Only usable if Fist of Fury and Rising Sun Kick are on cooldown. So you just need to make sure that you're doing your rotation correctly. For the most part, I have that down, and it's really it's so much fun, and it's so rewarding when you get your Dragon Punch back, when you get your Dragon Punch in. It's so much fun. So that is incredibly effective as well when you have Stormheart and Fire on as well. So you have your copies of that as well. So this is just not the talent to take. Okay, this is really good for heroic dungeons and any dungeon group. Heroic dungeons, Mythic Plus. It's fantastic for ads. Really good. And like, I'm not playing the monk long, but I found myself at the top of the meter in trash packs and trash runs and stuff a lot of the time, just because of hit combo and Whirling Dragon Punch. Because it's actually just such a they just work so well together. And then if you have if Stormheart and Fire working at the same time, if it's just all working nicely, it just generates so much damage. And then Serenity then, which replaces Stormheart and Fire, right? So you can enter an elevated state of mental and physical serenity for 8 seconds. While in this state, you deal 45% increased damage and healing, and all chi consumers are free and cool down 100% more quickly, right? So you just you just hit like a truck, essentially. You're 8 seconds and you're in God mode. It is awesome. So let's move that over here. So I'm gonna pop Serenity now. Get my hit combos up. Bang. So it's down again, right? So you get yourself up to like, you know, get yourself up to about 2 million DPS on like on a level 110 normal dungeon bag, which is which is crazy. But I much prefer using Whirling Dragon Punch because of just how fun it is, you know. Well, get out of combat. Just how fun it is to just switch that around, you know. Oh, Serenity's on cooldown, so I can't actually change that back. But wait, I will as soon as it goes back to that, because I just so much satisfaction. That's the word I was looking for. Getting out that Whirling Dragon Punch while the other moves are on cooldown, and you feel like you're kind of weaving in the moves in and out, and it's just like you just feel like you're having fun. Like a lot of the time, so I hugely recommend the monk class in 735 and straight through the Battle for Azeroth as well. I'm going to be covering this a lot over the next while, and I would just love if you guys could just give this channel a like, and just if you can, and if you like my ridiculous Irish voice, please do hit the subscribe button and let me know how I'm getting on, and I would love to hear back from you guys. Any more pointers on the Windwalker Monk, anything like that. You guys are more than welcome to chuck in extra bits of advice and all that kind of stuff. It's a community, built by Blizzard. World of Warcraft has been a huge part of my life. Back from when I first started playing at the very end of Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King was the first time I ever raided. I raided on the worst 1 gigabyte of RAM laptop years ago down the Lich King, and just really fun times. And now that I've graduated from college, I just really want to spend some time working and playing this game and hanging out with my guildies and my friends and just enjoying World of Warcraft once again on a larger basis. I'm going to be pushing this character straight through to the next expansion and through to the end of this, and I'm going to do some keys. I'm going to do some videos on some heroics, some PvP, some mythic pluses. I have a mythic plus 11 key, 10 key. And this week it was teaming, explosive and fortified. So I'm going to be doing some coverage on that key in my next video, and I hope to see you then. Thank you very much, guys. It's been Havoc Mist all the way from Ireland here. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.